Hey guys, what's up? So, yeah. So, here's one of my other reviews I had plans for. So, yes, I. Excuse me. Excuse me for my file earlier. So, yeah, we're gonna talk about a completely different review today. So today we're going to review Happy 7, and while not much production history has happened with the show, other than this was more of an original story based on a light novel that decided to get 13 episodes. But, excuse me for my thought earlier, but anywho, let's just talk about Happy 7. So we get to an opening sequence that was pretty good, and yeah, not much to say about it. Yeah, I mean, I tend to skip a lot of the openings and endings of shows. Mainly because, for one, I wanted to get to the actual show, and secondly, I have other things to do. But the opening was good. So, anyways, We open up the series with something coming towards the Earth. As our universe, more specifically Earth. Like any other planet, doesn't really have much, and it off of it, and it is going to be usually either Japan or U.S. because it's usually the center of the Earth. Usually, in the past, as a narration explains, there was a ceremonial dance called the Decaro Backpass in the year 1333, and the Polynesian, uh, and those who opposed him were deemed traitors. But one day, a woman who was listening to the song and saw the performance, but it does not like humans and get blasted off. Tosha Yoshivish laughed menacingly and saw something falling out of the sky. Turns out to be a red sun, and uses it to be Yoshima. Turns out to be all just a dream, and or is it? Or is it? Anyways, back to a bit of series of bad luck. To our main heroine of the series, through the window and see the window and fell asleep. The girl wakes up to wonder why there's an earthquake and a goddess appear. And her name was Kashi Volsha, voiced by Kashi Ino. I get well, I guess I know what Shampoo was up to. I guess I know where my lust went. Sorry about that. And I guess I know what Kami told was doing after not getting around now. So yeah, that one will lead to destruction. No mention. And oh yeah, and our main heroine and Amino sure Agami was by Ira. Despite yeah, she's not really active, and I didn't find other roles other than she was the HM Sarah for Azerlane. Yeah, I'm sorry if I don't really get a lot of. Mainly because I don't really. There are some obscure voice actors that later on some of them would be. Then again, I watch some obscure anime and then suddenly I see a popular character like Tabarazo Shiki, who just like I remember watching VTubers recently, but I'll review that in a future series and whatnot. I remember that Comic Relief. I saw Comic Relief. I just where I'm surprised I know some of the voice actors like MC Mike, Egg, Chung Lee, Gilgamesh, and surprisingly Urza Scarlet were the anime. also Burroughs Bravo, where I remember seeing soon to be later Alter Hut, Saber, and also Tomomi together. It's surprising to know all those VAs I actually remember or actually watching for more familiar with our modern day stuff. It's nice to learn their past as well. Anywho, Koja just summons a bunch of monsters, and it's ending it saved by a boy with armor, which does all chase, and then the monsters just randomly fly. Yes, I won. Yes, you hear that. And the last second, saved by a girl in red and her other friends, naming the Happy Seven. Title drop! 10. Comes along and deals with the horror monsters. Yeah. Meanwhile, we meet back with the girl. We meet back with the other. Meanwhile, at the back of the school, the boy decided, here's a memory. He's gonna give him a memory waste stone. That's a etch to oh no, and her memories of what happened of today. And casually slow. The next morning, you know what? We all knew this is not a dream. It's not really a dream, as well as a broken obvious, and we obviously see the room from last night. As we see obvious montage of scenes of bad luck, and after volleyball training, Amano looks outside and sees a boy who's familiar, who we saw last night, then disappeared. Must have been out of zone too hard, and then he decided to go downstairs, but due to bad luck, obviously ran into one of the random rooms from her memories, and saw one of the girls noticed that she was noticed that she's under the spell memory way and steals from earlier. Knocks and gets knocked out by a metal pot. Ooh. It's only waking up in a chair and notices the painting of the 7 lucky golden deities. So we get to introduce to our main characters properly. Yeah, after a basic font. And down after trying to pose like the paintings. So we get to our main protagonist. We get to Koryoda, voiced by Hoko Hinami. Shuna from Inuyasha and Kira Sunshine and from our catch Precure. Guess I know what. Reincarnation, as well as this is Kaya's second magical job. Yeah, surprisingly we have basically soon to be later one of the soon to be later Precure. I guess this is her first job as magic. We got to Tomoya Kazura, voiced by Chirag, who also voiced Doshi Zama. I guess Riches I guess she took a different job after. I guess after her passing her magical witches exam, I think she took a different magical girl job. Oh yeah, right, I forgot to mention this. Yeah, each of the girls do represent a god, so let me also mention this real quick. Kayatora represents the god Dok Kinton. Sorry if I butchered that name. Japanese deity of fortune and wealth. Tomo represents Bushten, or Vestin, which is translation, but also appeared in China, Japan, Tibet, and Thailand. But in Japan, he is considered and called Tamazu because he was a guardian of the place at the time where Buddha is. He's allowed to live in halfway down the mountain of Shandu, and is associated with Hammer. Shira Kira, voiced by Mia Ahara, and it's Akachi! Well, I guess I know where one of my Yandere foxes went. Also, and also Juvia. Yeah. Sorry, Juvia, Gray is not here. I guess they were only here for the luck. Just to help with just getting their respective friends. Who represents Shenzhen, who originated from Hindu goddess Shinra, and B representing everything that goddess, basically everything that flows: water, time, words, speeches, again, music, and expansion and knowledge. Something one of the OP's goddesses I've ever seen, but in all seriousness, though, I'm surprised. There's a goddess for basically that, but oh well, it's just me. Anyways, we get to you okay, voiced by Yukarashi. This is another time I cover. You could do this. I wanted to get some love for Gilgamesh. Like I don't know if it, like I said, it's not gave it to Clay. Yes, Yuki Akabashi is also doing this as well. Yeah, surprisingly though, so far most of my anime reviews so far has been a bit on her recently. Most of some of my recent review. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's a bit of my recent review. Is I yes. Who and also Juvia, Lakshi, he from Fairy Tail. Who represents Basu? Who is? Oh wait, right. Oh sorry, wrong god. Who represents Ibusu? Who was the fisherman in Luck and Luck? And the only one who is actually the completely original one and not based on any Buddhist or Shora's influences. And now we're off the OC jokes. But it's nice and yeah, it's kind of thinking about a lot of Lucky 7 is mostly based on in Buddhism and sorry if I butchered that. Yes, Ibrish, sorry if I mistaken the gods of it. And it's also nice to yes. And you know, considering that one of her and oh then we get to Mia Masura, voiced by Yoko Moto. Not many world say she voice. She's a school public doctor and nurse, but that's public school's public doctor. Isn't some schools supposed to only have nurses? Sorry, it's just me. But that's just me. Who represents Hota Sama, the Buddhist of a Chinese monk. Yes, a Chinese Buddha, a Chinese monk. You may be wondering, well, why is he related to Japanese culture? Well, somewhere around the 13th century, he was mentoring other countries, like I said earlier, and also Japan was one of them. And also, you also may have encountered a bunch of his statues around the world, even having even there's a larger one, even there's a largest Buddha statue. So yeah, and last but not least, we get to, for at least some of the main members, we get to Mia and Kabayashi. Omi, voiced by Omi Imari. Unfortunately, it doesn't also have any much of the way it works. They both represent Fukurojo and Junayori. The twin gods, luck and fortune, based on Shino, the goddesses. Oh, the god of the South Pole stars, astronomy. Because they're a binary god, and well, because they're a binary god and they're almost the exact same person, so yeah, why not just categorize this one? And we also get to the two other members. So we got the Kona Kayama, voiced by Hirashara, who voiced Shara Kato from for the Precure Max Art, as well as Kara Mikao or Milky Rose in Yes Precure 5, and also Yes Precure 5 Go Go, where she actually become an actual member, so yeah. They're Tech Nerd and Shoujo Oaka. Tomo Yoko, voiced by Tomoko Kadora. Niho. Oh, in Naruto. Oh, Shippuden. Yes, I guess I know what she was with. Yes, it's surprisingly I know some happens with these I know some of these VAs, mainly because they are pretty much also do voice acting to this day, actually, some of them. A girl can, and also, yeah, and mm, pretty much from the Better Foundation Research Organization. Makes sense. And secondly, in reality, it's just a this is just a cover for the Happy Seven. Shooter almost revealed that having the a seven before getting stopped. Meanwhile, in a different room, which looks like having banners mixed between fascist German as well as Imperial Japan flags. Sorry if I had to say that. It just feels like just the flags just look like something on that. It looks weird. In a weird place where we get to our second antagonist, Toya Korea. Voiced by Komi Sakura. Komi Sakura. Okay, it's Mioletus. Reassure or Mioletus. Lettuce. I guess I know what she was. This is what happens when you bully her too much. Luckily, this is why the Mew. Luckily, I guess this is what. I guess the Mew did it. Thank God. Anyways, talk about your plans. Back to Amara, who gets some advice from the Happy Seven to go to her prayers behind the mountains and pray, I assume, for 2 to 3 hours since she was in the afternoon. And then all of a sudden, there was a creature coming out of her and wanted to kill her. Then the Happy Seven shield that blast, and where they were hiding from? Were they just like, okay, they maybe pray, we're gonna pray here for a while, we're gonna do so. Okay, hey, do I kind of have a banner here, so okay, yeah. I could imagine some of them will be questioning where their jobs will be at the time. Anyways, we got to an awfully transformation set, which is standard but simple. Then we get to see the boy from earlier. Disappeared for most of the episode. We get to his real name, Koichiro Sasuke Kara, voiced by Jun from yes, Joker from Persona 5. Yeah, Joker from Persona 5, Kara Sensei. Let's go. Class assassination class. As well. As code. The child I got from Inco Genesis. So I guess I know what Joker's childhood was like. It's weird to know when you realize that. To know you're seeing voice actors a bit of Joker. And yeah, the episode, and oh my god, her memory's back, like, gosh, sort of like getting away. Get her away, and could have just done this. And yeah, the next episode they're gonna become the okay ass one of it. But they kinda didn't just go, she knows! Ding! Didn't just go, knock her out or something, just knock her out, drag her in the... Knock her out, drag her somewhere, and just to hide any of... And again, use the memory wipe thing again, instead of just letting her remember again. But, anyways, the episode ends on a cliffhanger. Yeah, it was a pretty good episode, and while I did feel like the first episode was mostly the set of the characters we're gonna get to see later, but yeah. I did feel like it was more or less just a set of character for, future episodes, of course. So, yeah. So, yeah. Well, I don't know when I'm gonna get the next time done, but I promised myself at least 2 or at least 5 review, at least 2 or 5 review. Well, it's Magical Girls before the end of the year. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. And goodbye. Bye. Oh yeah, stay tuned tomorrow for obvious video. You know what's gonna happen tomorrow if you're a gamer. But yeah, anyways, bye.